What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. We're back for episode 2 of Donzell's Motivational Mondays. So today I actually want to have a discussion with you about being present. And when I refer to present, I'm not necessarily talking about physically. The present I'm talking about is mentally. Because we all know that you can physically be somewhere, but mentally you can be somewhere totally different. You know that moment when you leave church and you run into a family member, they say, "How was church this morning?" And you say, "It was good." And then they ask, "How was the message?" And you're like, "Huh?" It's like physically you were there, but mentally your mind was somewhere else. Or let's take it deeper. What about when you show up to work every single day? You complete your tasks, you meet with your managers, you do different statuses, but realistically, you're just going through the motions. Like, you don't have a real connection to the work you're doing. You lack focus. Sometimes you're uninterested. Like, physically, you show up every day and you earn a paycheck, but mentally, you just aren't there. I have personally struggled with the things that I've just discussed, and I found that we can miss out on a lot of blessings and a lot of opportunities because of a lack of mental presence. Ways that I've found to be more present is to first give your undivided attention. When someone is talking, stop everything else you're doing and listen to them. Like, truly listen and focus on what they're saying. Another thing I've found to do is to put your phone down. Like, I don't care if you have to put it on silent, put it on vibrate, flip it over, move it away from you. Put your phone down. There have been too many times when we're focused on a task at work, or we're focused on our homework, or we're spending quality time with our family, and our phone goes off. And it could be a text message, it could be a phone call, we could be scrolling on Facebook, it could be anything. But those moments like that phone is taking us away from the present. That phone is causing us not to be present and show our family that quality time, or stay focused on that task that we were going to complete. So sometimes you just have to put that phone down. Our phone can be our biggest distraction. Another way I found to be more present is to remove next. Focus on the now. Imagine that there's no next event. There's no next person to talk to. There's no next meeting. There's no next anything. Stop preparing and focusing on the next thing and start living in the now. And lastly, ask yourself where you are. It's important to know what's taking you out of the present moment. You need to identify the factors that are diverting your attention. When you find yourself losing focus or not being present, what are you thinking about? Is it work? Is it finances? Is it your children? Is it your relationship? What's keeping you out of that present moment? Once you've sat down and figured out those things that are preventing you from being in the present moment, you can develop a plan of action and start to attack those areas. Just think of how efficiently you would achieve your goals if you start being more focused on the present. If you focused on the allotted time that you said you're going to give your goals. Just think if you said, "I'm going to study for 30 minutes. Just think if you remove all distractions, just focus on that 30 minutes. If you said, "I'm going to go to the gym for an hour and work out," just think if you gave 100% of that time to the gym. Just think of how much your grades would improve. If you say, "Today I'm going to be present in class," and just focus for that hour on what's going on. Just think of how much better your marriage could be if both partners said that they will be more present and both focused on each other and giving each other their undivided attention. If they remove distractions, if you go on a date and you say, "I'm going to give my spouse 100% of my time. I'm going to live in this present moment. I'm not going to Snapchat. I'm not going to Facebook. I'm not going to Instagram. I don't care who sees this. I'm just going to give 100% of my time and live in this present moment." Just think of how many doors God will open for you if you decide to just be present. If you just go to church and you're present, if you're present in your walk of faith, just think of the things that God could do for you. Just think how much happier you could be. If you just lived in this present moment, if you didn't worry about the future, if you didn't worry about what was going on, if you just said, I'm just going to focus on this present moment and not constantly worry about those different things. Next time you find yourself missing opportunities or struggling in your relationships, or sometimes just feeling out of the loop, stop and ask yourself, are you present?